Yo, what is up, my dudes? This is Divine Plays, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about finding better or stronger combos for your character. So before I get started, I'm gonna go ahead and fix my pop filter here. That's what I'm gonna do before I get started. But no, that's not what I'm trying to say. This video is made for those who are interested in spicing up their combo game a little bit more, or are just simply interested in making their combos potentially stronger. So if you don't really care about all that, you may click off this video right now. So because Noctis is the character I have the most knowledge on, I will be using him for, if not all, then for at least most of the examples that go on in this video. So when it comes to combos, it really comes down to why you do the combos and combo enders that you do. So for example, Noctis, he can end his combos in many different ways. Forward, 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 giving him pretty much the max damage, and good Oki. Forward 2, if you get a really far tailspin or wall splat. And then 1+2, back 4, 1+2, back 1-2, and his 2 string. If you want, you can go for those options if you want wall carry. But when it came to looking for new and possibly more damaging combos, having knowledge of how other characters do combos definitely helped me look at combos differently for Noctis. So a common down forward 2 combo for Noctis would be something like, I guess I'll say the input first and then I'll show it. So down forward 2, 4-2, 2-2-2, dash, jab, forward, forward, 4. And you'll get about 68 damage. And then one of my bread and butter combos with Ganryu is from down forward 2 is down forward 2, back 2-1, 3+4, Tai Chai 1, back 4-1, dash 1+2, 3+4 to slam my opponent down into a Tai Chai mix-up. And that... Oh, I screwed up. And then right here, after the slam down, you get a mix-up, and then you'll get damage ranging from 69 to 93, depending on how your opponent guesses. So knowing this is how I end a lot of my Ganryu max damage combos with the 1+2, 3+4. I tried testing out to see if Noctis could pretty much do the same thing, or at least something similar to fish out for more damage. So while looking for a move for Noctis that would work similarly to how 1+2 worked for Ganryu, I looked for a move pretty much that, again, that worked the same way. Spiked my opponent down, and then try to get like some kind of mix-up after. But after testing and messing around with some of Noctis, like his moves, in practice mode, I actually did find that he actually could do something very similar. So for example, for Noctis, if I do the same combo that I showed earlier, but change up the after the tailspin, instead of going into jab 4-4-4, if I just do down 1, I'll be in a very similar situation. So that's how Noctis looks like. And then with Ganryu, after the tailspin, oh, what am I doing? Pretty similar, right? But the only difference is that with Ganryu, his mix-up is from his Tai Chai stance. Noctis, in a sense, he's in a, I guess his full crouch is pretty much works as his Tai Chai stance. Because Noctis, his full crouch game is actually, I'd say it's pretty strong, because he's got options like down, full crouch down for 2, full crouch down for 1. And then he could honestly just go into any of his wall standing moves. So yeah, his full crouch game is actually really good in my opinion. So after the down 1 mix-up, again, your option would pretty much be, or my option for Noctis would pretty much be down 4-2 or down 4-1. Meaning, okay, so this little tip is for Noctis players. Little bit off subject, but the reason why I say to go for only full crouch down for 2 and full crouch down for 1, these are the options for if you want to play a little bit more on the safer side. Because for the low mix-up, this is your best low. And then for the mid, this does a full crouch down for 1 does good damage, and it's safe on block. So if it gets blocked, if they guess the mix-up correctly and they block it, then you're pretty much fine. Okay, so I guess to show you guys how the combo looks like, or how it would look like. So that's with full crouch down for 2. You would get 75 damage if they guess wrong and they take the low. So the original combo I did was 68 damage. This one was 75. If they stand guard immediately. But if they stay on the ground, this combo will do 71 instead, which is still higher. And if you use full crouch down for 1, you will actually get you'll get damage around 83 to 102 damage depending on how your opponent reacts. And I'll show that right now. There you go. So yeah, if they don't back roll after the shield bash, you'll get 102. If they do back roll after the shield bash, you'll get 83, which is still very chunky damage. Some of you are probably wondering why you would even opt for this kind of mix-up combo when you can just go into your guaranteed max damage, even if it's only like a couple points less. And honestly, if you want to go for your guaranteed max damage combos, then by all means, it's not a bad choice at all. But if you can condition your opponent to start blocking lows or mids, whichever one you're trying to make them block, you can mix them up for much higher damage or to put yourself at better frame advantage. Bars. And then I was actually able to find a new wall combo for Noctis as well because of Ganryu. So for Ganryu, hold on, let me, whoops. Flip this around. So normally I would do something like this. 2-1, back 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Get about 56 damage. But if I know my opponent isn't going to back roll, then I'll go into 2-1-2 into forward. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. That's not it either. What am I doing? Right here, 2-1-2, forward, forward, 3. And this will actually give you 60 damage. If you guys want to see the numbers on that, let me do this real quick. Okay. 60 damage. And after the 2-1-2 spike, again, if your opponent doesn't back roll, you will get that forward, 4, 3. What am I saying? You'll get that guaranteed. And then for Noctis, some like common wall combos would be like after I'm gonna use forward 1+2 as a example wall splat. So yeah, down forward 4-2 into forward 1+2 would be like a common wall combo for Noctis. Another one is Demo Man. And then Blue Spark version for 1 extra point of damage, which is still trash in my opinion. They need to buff that. So these wall combos are not bad at all for Noctis, but again, wanting to fish out for more damage. With Ganryu, I saw that after 2-1-2, if your opponent doesn't back row, you get 4-4-3 guaranteed for even higher damage. So for Noctis, I wanted to find something that would do something similar and flip my opponent around, or something to give me like a mix-up. And he actually does have something that can give him a mix-up at the wall. And the new wall combo I started using a lot more is back 4 1+2. So, for example, after wall splat, you go into back 4 1+2, and then it gives you a mix-up between down 3 or down forward 4-2. So, for example, just to compare the damage, this gives you 50. This gives you 54 or 55, depending which one you use. Back 4 1+2 down 3 gives you 59 if they stand guard. And then if they stay on the ground, you will get what's my notes here? You'll get 56 damage if they stay grounded. I guess in case you guys want to see that. 56 damage. Alright, so now I have my opponent set to crouch guard. So here is the damage with down forward 2. 75. That's straight up combo damage right there. And of course, implementing combos from Ganryu into my Noctis may or may not work or be as optimal for other characters. Noctis and Ganryu, this was just an example for me, or example of me looking at better, or for better combos, or more optimal combos. With all that said, that's pretty much all I had for this video. I just wanted to share a bit of knowledge and show that you don't always have to do the same max damage bread and butter combos everyone else does. Not to say that they're bad, it's just you don't have to just always stick with them. Whoops. Experiment with your character's attacks and switch up some moves in your combos, and you might actually just, you know, find a new combo that's cool, better, or maybe even stronger. But yeah, if this video was interesting or if it helped in any way, please show your support by hitting that like button. And if you guys liked what you guys saw or enjoyed this content, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Yeah. And this is Devon Plays, and I'm out. Peace.